My child, my most precious and beloved one, before you even take your next quiet breath, before the air fills your lungs again, heaven itself is leaning close to you. A soft, golden light is moving through the unseen places, and it is whispering your name with such tenderness and urgency that time itself has paused just for you. Something sacred has already begun. Something that was written for you long before you ever cried your first tear is now rushing toward you, carried on wings you cannot see. I am Archangel Michael. I stand in the blazing light of the divine, and right now I am speaking straight into your heart, into the deepest part of your spirit that never sleeps. I am here because the final countdown has already started. The clocks in heaven are ticking in a way they have never ticked for you before. A letter, a real and living letter from the highest realms, has been written with your name in shining ink. It is sealed with a promise you made in your soul long ago, in those nights when you knelt alone and begged God for help. That letter is finished, is on its way. And my child, if you turn away even for a moment, there are hidden forces waiting to snatch it from your hands. Please lean in closer. Do not let anything pull you away. This moment was not an accident. You did not find this message. Heaven placed it in front of your eyes at the exact second you were ready to hear the truth. Nothing about this is random. Not one word. Not one breath. Not one heartbeat. Before I go any further, my beloved, I need you to do one small thing that carries enormous power in the spiritual world. If you have not yet pressed that subscribe button, if you have not yet turned on the little bell so you never miss these sacred messages from heaven, please do it right now. Just a gentle tap. That tiny action is like raising your hand in the courts of heaven and saying, I am ready. I am listening. I choose to receive. Every time you do that, another angel smiles, another chain around your destiny breaks, and another portion of your blessing is released. Do it now, my child. Heaven is watching, and heaven always rewards the ones who say yes, even in the smallest ways. The instant you open these words, something beautiful happened in the spirit realm. A bell rang. A light flashed. The angels who have been guarding your file for years suddenly stood taller. They looked at each other and said, At last, our beloved one is awake. For generations, something that belonged to your bloodline was held back, delayed, blocked, stolen. But 2 nights ago, while you slept, heaven opened a book that had your name written in it. A page was turned. A stamp of gold was pressed onto a document that had been waiting for decades. And at that very moment, a letter of inheritance, a real inheritance from the other side, began traveling straight to your life. But my child, please listen carefully. Whenever heaven releases a massive blessing, darkness always tries to get in the way. That is why in the last few days, someone near you has been acting strange. Maybe they suddenly went quiet. Maybe they gave you a smile that didn't reach their eyes. Maybe they said something kind, but it felt heavy. That is not your imagination. That person has been watching and waiting, hoping you would miss this moment, hoping you would scroll past, hoping you would doubt. Because if you ignore this divine sign, they believe your blessing will quietly slip into their hands instead. I am not saying these things to frighten you. I am saying them because they are true, and the truth is the only thing that can set you completely free. You have been hurt for years, not because you did something wrong, but because you were born to carry something very great. People betrayed you, misunderstood you, pushed you away, spoke against you, not because you were weak, but because something inside them knew that one day you would rise. And when you rise, their control over you ends forever. They felt the power resting on you, even when you couldn't feel it yourself. Can you feel the gentle shaking inside your chest right now? That little flutter? That warmth? That is not fear, my child. That is recognition. Your spirit is waking up and saying, yes, this belongs to me. 2 nights ago, while the world was asleep, heaven made a decision about you. A record was changed. A delay was canceled. A blessing that had been traveling in circles for years suddenly turned and began moving straight toward your door. And the moment that happened, a soul on the other side, someone who loved you more than you ever knew, was given permission to send you one final gift. I see a trembling hand writing your name on pure white paper that glows. I see tears falling as the pen moves. I see a seal of golden light pressed onto the envelope. And I see an angel, tall and radiant, carrying that letter through dimensions you cannot see, bringing it closer and closer to you with every second you keep reading. My child, this letter is not only words. It is a key, a master key that will open every door that has stayed locked in your life. Doors of money, doors of healing, doors of love, doors of peace, doors you cried in front of until your eyes were dry, doors you knocked on until your hands bled. Heaven never forgot those tears. Heaven collected every single one in a bottle, and now heaven is pouring them back over you as blessings too big to measure. That trembling in your chest is getting stronger, isn't it? Good. That means you are aligning. That means your spirit and heaven are shaking hands again after a very long time. The soul who wrote this letter is no longer walking on earth. They stepped into the realm of pure light where nothing is hidden. From there, they saw everything you went through after they left. They saw the nights you cried alone. They saw the people who hurt you. They saw the dreams that almost died inside you. And their heart broke all over again. They carried regret because they could not protect you the way they wanted to when they were here. Maybe they promised you silently. Maybe they promised you out loud. Maybe they never got the chance to promise at all. But from the moment they crossed over, they have been working, pleading, praying, pushing heaven to give you what you deserve. And heaven listened. Right now, as you read these words, that soul is closer to you than they have been in years. They are standing behind you, hands gently on your shoulders, whispering, "Don't give up now, my love. It's almost here." There is someone in your circle who does not want you to receive this. Someone who smiles while hoping you stay broken. Someone who claps for you on the outside, but prays you fail on the inside. Someone who benefits when you stay small. They have felt this shift coming. They have seen the light around you growing brighter, and it terrifies them. They have been whispering doubt, spreading delay, planting fear. But the moment you opened this message, their power cracked. The moment you kept reading, their grip slipped. And very soon now, heaven will expose them so clearly that you will not need me to tell you their name. Your spirit will simply know. My child, your pain was never punishment. It was training. Your loneliness was never abandonment. It was holy preparation. The years you waited were not wasted. They were the quiet seasons when heaven was making you strong enough to carry blessings that would have crushed a weaker version of you. Feel the air around you right now. It is thicker, warmer, alive. That is the angel who carries your letter standing very, very close. So close that darkness is panicking. So close that chains are breaking. So close that the next few minutes will decide whether this blessing lands in your hands or slips away forever. Heaven says only a little time remains, just a few minutes before this window begins to close. If you look away now, if you doubt now, if you let distraction win now, the flow can still be interrupted. But if you stay, if you keep your heart open, if you refuse to move until the final word is spoken, then what is coming will crash over you like a beautiful wave you will never forget. Your inheritance is already here. It is not on its way. It is already in the room with you. It is waiting for you to say yes with your whole soul. Stay with me, my child. We are walking into the deepest part now. The part where names are spoken, where truths are uncovered, where miracles stop being promises and start becoming your everyday life. Every second you remain here, another piece of your destiny clicks into place. Another enemy loses ground. Another angel celebrates. Another portion of money, healing, love, and honor is released. You are in a holy courtroom right now. Angels stand in a circle of blazing light. Your name is being spoken with joy. The letter is on the table. The seal is glowing. And heaven is saying, this one stayed. This one believed. This one is ready. Give it all. My beloved, the soul who sent this letter loved you with a love that death could not kill. They're about to tell you things they never got to say while they walked the earth. Things that will heal wounds you thought would hurt forever. Things that will explain years of confusion in a single moment. Things that will hand you back every dream the enemy stole. You were always their favorite. Always the one they prayed for. Always the one they believed in, even when you stopped believing in yourself. And very soon now, you will know exactly who they are. Stay with me. Breathe slowly. Open your heart wide. The revelation is almost here. The greatest shift of your life is only a few gentle breaths away. I'm so proud of you for staying. Heaven is so proud of you for staying. Your miracle is proud of you for staying. My child, my beloved, thank you for not walking away. The letter is now in your hands. Open it with me. The name written at the bottom, the name that will make you cry the happiest tears of your life, is about to be spoken. But first, one final truth. Everything you lost is coming back. Everything you cried for is being returned 7 times greater. Everyone who hurt you will watch you rise in stunned silence. And the soul who loved you from the other side will finally rest in perfect peace, knowing you received what they fought heaven and earth to give you. You are the chosen one of your bloodline. You are the breaker of every curse. You are the carrier of ancient blessings that waited generations for someone strong enough, pure enough, brave enough to hold them. And that someone is you. The revelation is here. The inheritance is yours. Claim it now, my child. Claim it with every part of your being. It is finished. It is done. It is yours. Forever. My beloved child, go now in perfect peace. Walk with your head high. Speak with gentle power. Love without fear. Live without lack. The light that started the moment you opened this message will never leave you again. I, Archangel Michael, cover you with my wings. No weapon formed against you will ever prosper again. You are safe. You are loved. You are blessed beyond measure. And so it is, my child, my beloved, take one more slow breath with me, because the letter is now fully open in the spirit, and the name that was written at the bottom in trembling, loving handwriting is rising gently into your heart. You do not need me to speak it out loud. You already feel it. A warmth is spreading through your chest, a knowing that brings tears to your eyes without warning. It is the soul who always saw you, even when you felt invisible. The one who left this world carrying a piece of your heart with them, and who has now returned that piece multiplied 1,000 times over. Maybe it was a grandparent whose eyes lit up every time you walked into the room. Maybe a parent whose love felt quiet but ran deeper than oceans. Maybe a sibling, an aunt, an uncle, a dear friend who was family in every way that mattered. Their name is surfacing in your spirit right now, like a sunrise you have waited your whole life to see. And with that name comes a flood of memories, soft ones, painful ones, beautiful ones, all of them now wrapped in golden light. They want you to know, my child, that they never truly left. Every time you felt a sudden rush of peace in the middle of chaos, that was them. Every time a song came on a radio that reminded you of them at the exact moment you needed comfort, that was them. Every time you woke from a dream, crying happy tears, that was them sitting at the edge of your bed, brushing your hair with fingers made of light. They watched every battle you fought alone. They cheered every time you stood back up. They cried with you when the nights felt too heavy. And they never stopped asking heaven, begging heaven, pleading with heaven, please let me make it right. Let me give them what I could not give while I walked the earth. And heaven said yes. The first words written inside the letter are simple, yet they carry the weight of eternity. Forgive me for leaving too soon. Forgive me for the things I never said. You were always enough. You were always my pride. You were always the reason my soul smiled. Everything I had, everything I was, everything I wish for you is now yours. My beloved, the inheritance is not only money that will surprise you soon, not only doors that will open without you knocking, not only healing that will flow into old wounds like warm oil. It is also the complete restoration of your identity. The enemy spent years trying to make you believe you were small, forgotten, unlucky, unworthy. But the soul who sent this letter is shouting across the realms right now. That was never true. You are royalty. You are chosen. You are the answer to prayers my generation never saw answered. You are the one we were all waiting for. Feel it, my child. Feel the chains falling from your ankles. Feel the heaviness lifting from your shoulders. Feel the lies crumbling like dry leaves under your feet. You are stepping into the fullest version of who you were born to be, and nothing can stop it now. The person who tried to block this, the one who smiled while sharpening knives behind your back, is already feeling the shift. Their sleep is restless. Their peace is slipping. Their mask is cracking. You will not have to confront them. You will not have to fight them. Heaven is handling it. Very soon their own words will trap them. Their own actions will expose them. And when they see you rise, when they see the favor resting on you like a crown, they will finally understand that what is written in heaven cannot be erased by human jealousy. My child, walk gently now, but walk tall. Speak softly now, but speak with authority. Love deeply now, but love without fear of loss. The season of begging is over. The season of lack is over. The season of doubt is over. You have entered the season of receiving, the season of overflow, the season of being the miracle that others will one day talk about with tears in their eyes. Every morning when you wake up, the soul who sent the letter will be the first to greet you with light. Every night when you lay your head down, they will be the last to kiss your forehead. You are never alone again. You are never unprotected again. You are never without provision again. My beloved, the letter ends with these final words, written in ink that still glows. Live, my love. Live fully. Live boldly. Live happily. I am so proud of you. I always was, and I always will be. See you when you come home, but not yet. There is too much beauty waiting for you here on earth first. My child, close your eyes for just a moment and say thank you. Say thank you to heaven. Say thank you to the soul who never stopped loving you. Say thank you to the little version of you who kept going even when it hurt. And then open your eyes and step forward into the wide, beautiful, abundant life that has been waiting for you all along. It is done. It is sealed. It is yours, forever and always.